everybody, welcome to Film Fireside. Pete Davidson stars in The King of Staten Island, which is directed by Judd Apatow. Those two work together on writing the script, which is loosely based off of Pete Davidson's real life. A young man, roughly around 24, is struggling to overcome and heal from, still, the death of his dad that happened when he was 7 years old. I'm not very familiar with Judd Apatow films. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Apatow? Potato, tomato, potato. I'm not really familiar with his films. The only one I've ever really seen is Bridesmaids. Other than that, I don't know. I never saw Knocked Up or This Is 40 or any of those movies. But I've heard people say this is his best. And I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. This was a very well-made film. I felt it was very well executed. This is also just a very simple story about a complex aspect of a life. I think this film was very smart in its decision to be very simple. Therefore, those moments where it is a little more emotional, they hit much more harder. And also, there isn't really an Oscar-winning speech at any time. There maybe is kind of one, but it's played very, very simple. Pete Davidson is fantastic in this movie. Bill Burr also just acts the crap out of this movie. I didn't realize he was that good of an actor. I knew he was on Breaking Bad, but yeah, he really impressed me in this film. He did very, very well. Yeah, there really isn't any bad performance. All the actors give solid performances. I'm not disappointed with anybody. I just felt very happy that I watched this movie. I just had this half smile, kind of nodding the whole time. Just yeah, this is nice. Yeah, okay, this is good. I'm all about this. I was vibing. This. Well, I definitely enjoyed that. One of the faults that creates is I was a little uninterested. I don't know if that's the right word. Let me think about that. Maybe not so much uninterested, but I was not fully committed to the story. I'm afraid of commitment! As an audience watching it, I didn't feel the need to fully commit and invested. There you go. We did it! I didn't feel invested in the story, meaning I was kind of whatever happened, I would have been oh yeah, that makes sense. There's a few moments that maybe should have been more funny or even more whoa, dang, that I was just had that still That also caused a lot of the humor to just fall just flat on its face. You can tell when a film stops to tell jokes, and this film took many instances to just stop and let Pete Davidson say a bunch of funny random things that are Pete Davidson fashion. The humor isn't distracting though. Things that are said, I'm oh, that's funny. I may not laugh out loud, but it still fits and flows together. So it's not the humor is just way out in left field. So I definitely appreciated that as well. It's another thing about this film. It's just it flowed very, very, very well. For being a simple story, I was not invested, but I was not bored either. You know what I mean? I was happy to watch it. I wasn't checking the time to when is this over? Is this done? Gonna be done soon? No? Okay. I do that a lot with films sometimes. I'm an impatient movie watcher. All in all, I definitely think King of Staten Island is worth checking out. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Wow! I'm going to study more Judd Apatow films. He just has a very simple way of doing movies, and I want to see that in his other films. I don't know if this is unique for him to approach a movie this way, because again, I haven't really seen Knocked Up or This Is 40 or much of his others, but I'm happy to look into it and to watch more of his movies. Seems like a great filmmaker, and I want to study his films quite a bit more. Thank you so much for watching this review. Stay tuned for more film reviews coming soon. I make sure to post at least once a week or more. This week is definitely going to be more. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the notification icon so you get notified when I post more content, post more film reviews, and start a discussion with me after watching my review. Let me know your thoughts on the movie I review. Let me know your thoughts on this movie I reviewed just now, King of Staten Island. Were you a fan? Not a fan? How would you like to see the film improve? Is it just perfect the way it is? Let me know. Start a discussion with me in the comments. I'd love to talk movies with you. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Bye-bye.